Thousands of Australian workers clip their harnesses onto roof safety anchors every day. They're considered lifesavers. But the April screening of the 7:30 report's deadly dangers of working at height showed that nobody should take their safety for granted.
According to the government body Safe Work Australia, falls from heights are a major cause of death and injury in Australian workplaces. On average, around 26 workers fall to their deaths each year, and nearly 8,000 others are injured.
The Australian Rope Access Association's founder, Peter Ferguson, told the 7:30 report self-regulation is failing.
It's a ticking time bomb. There's a lot of bad anchor installations out there, and ultimately we are going to have bodies on the footpath.
The performance benchmarks for safety of roof anchors are two Australian standards, AS NZS 1891 and AS NZS 5532. Prominent OHS lawyer and author Michael Toomer says that although the standards are not legally binding, they do influence Australian courts in the event of a prosecution.
You'll find that very quickly people will be referring to the Australian standard and the failure to comply with the Australian standard as an example of what is the collective knowledge in this area and what are the things that you should have done that you didn't do in this area. People will also be referring to the codes of practice that are relevant in relation to fall prevention, and they'll be using all those things as examples of how you have failed to ensure the health and safety of people that work for you, workers under the legislation, or even members of the public that have been affected by the way you have set up your building, the way you have managed your risks in terms of fall prevention. All those things add up to a single outcome, which is that you can't ignore those documents. You ignore those documents at your peril.
The newest of the two benchmark Australian standards, AS NZS 5532, requires anchors to support a 100 kilogram weight drop 2 metres. Testing showed several market-leading anchors catastrophically fail the drop tests. The failures prompted the Working at Height Association to issue a safety alert. It urges building managers to seek evidence of compliance with both AS NZS 5532 and AS NZS 1891 for roof anchors, regardless of when they were installed. Workplace Access and Safety's Operations Manager Lee Heitman says independent certification of test results is important.
The rigorous testing detailed in the standard deserves independent oversight. Defender anchors have been scrutinised and independently certified by our SAR global experts to comply with AS NZS 1891 and AS NZS 5532. This means each and every batch is proven in Workplace Access and Safety's NADA accredited facility. We welcome clients to come in and see the drop test and view our credentials. Included is a 5-tick standard mark for compliance with AS NZS 5532. All the tests and documentations that confirm your anchors are fit to save lives come together in these very clear, easy to administer and highly creditable certificates. You don't have to take our word for it. Defender is independently certified safety.